the Shard of Opportunity. I'm CJ, the GM for the Loose Canons, this wonderful group of players I have here every single night. We're going to start by introducing each of them and letting you know who they're playing. Let's start with Emily.
Hello, I'm Emily, and I'm playing the Horneater Grove.
All right, thank you very much. And over to Doug.
I am Doug, and I'm playing Nakal, the rugged house guard.
Chris.
I'm Chris, and I'm playing Bryn, the Iriali medic.
Josh.
Hi, I am Joshua, and I am playing the archaeologist Tevlin.
And last but not least, Cate.
Hi, I'm Cate, and I am playing Batarab, an Alethi noblewoman and scribe for her father.
And we are once again going to be traveling to the world of Roshar as we find our adventurers having joined up with a particularly unusual company, a group of Parshendi, who they've learned are referring to themselves as the Listeners, who live out in a desolate land called the Shattered Plains at the far east of the land of Roshar. They have left the safety of their war camps exploring after Tevlin had discovered news of a particular ruin. She brought her and Grove and Batarab and then Nakal along to uncover the secrets of an ancient ruin where they found a fabrial device of gemstones and gem hearts and then promptly broke it. But saved quite a few of these listeners who had been trapped there by some sort of unknown organization seeking to awaken dark powers within them. Seeing them in a terrible plight and finding someone that they did not expect in Bryn, they have now decided to join this group as they try to return them home to the Shattered Plains safely and perhaps find a sapphire or raise a Whitespine along the way. We are going to go now to the area in between the war camps and the Shattered Plains, where we find our group of explorers as well as the singers, the listeners, journeying on. What do we find, Tevlin, as you're wandering through this land?
Tevlin isn't really paying attention to what's going on in this land. She has her head down in her notebook, going over her notes of this really cool ruin that they found. And she is completely absorbed in those notes. There's maybe some rocks on the ground that she sees in front of her as she walks, but that's all she sees.
As you're walking along, Connie comes up to you. Tell me about this sapphire that you're so interested in. Why is it why does it draw you in?
The sapphire. It's a relic of the past, of course. I'm curious to know more about the people who built those ruins, the people who constructed that fabrial, and what knowledge they once had that we don't. I want to know about the people, the way they lived, the way that they experienced life on Roshar.
Our wise ones, their job often is to remember our past as well. It is a noble calling. Perhaps if we could find you a similar sapphire, you would be able to bring it back and use it here?
I certainly hope so. Do you know of any that are that size?
The only time I've seen one that was of that particular size, we had cut it out of a chasm fiend. That might be the only way to obtain one.
Tevlin glances at Batarab and...
Yeah, Batarab, as you're walking along, you hear mention of a chasm fiend potentially being pursued. How do you react to that news?
I stop for a moment and look at Tevlin with some raised eyebrows, because coming here was a compromise, and that sounds like she's asking for a little bit too much out of the compromise. In the meantime, though, she has been trying to keep very close look on the area around, trying to identify any unique landforms. She's really actually already keeping her eyes out for potential scratches of prey or anything else as she is traveling with these people, and isn't really talking very much. And even this does not actually result in a verbal comment from her, just a very powerful connection, like meeting Tevlin's eyes, like.
And with that, Tevlin looks back at Connie and says, perhaps we can find one somewhere else.
Well, all things are possible.
With Batarab focusing on the area around her, is there anything that she might notice?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception or a nature check for me.
Okay. Let's do
Survival. Always say that way.
survival check.
Yes.
Okay. You said okay. Let's do.
Nakal's
Okay.
gonna mumble under his breath.
Oof.
They probably have gems that size at the war camp.
It's a total of 13.
13? Okay, with a 13, there's nothing that's sticking out to you at this moment as you've been
Okay.
traveling. It's been about a day or so since you left the cave where you had found the listeners, and you've been journeying eastward, taking a pretty broad path around so as to avoid any notice from the war camps or from the scouts that would be there. As you've been traveling along, you haven't seen any signs of life, but you're certainly on the lookout after you had encountered those the bandits who had been fleeing from the Sadius wanted posters. So
Yes. And so they've had they've slept outside at least once now. Again.
We'll say that you're coming up on the end of the first day,
Okay.
and you would be nearing the time when it would be appropriate to prepare a camp of some kind.
Okay.
So does Grove still have a level of exhaustion?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
If we haven't rested yet, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. But that doesn't affect travel speed, right?
No, just rolls. Just rolls.
Okay, cool.
Grove, how are you and your Whitespine doing a day into travel?
We're doing super good.
What do we observe about you as you've been traveling with this Whitespine?
I am paying very close attention to my new very good friend, making sure that she feels calm and content as much as she can in a new situation. Yeah, and I'm just talking to her in soft, soothing voices, doing things that I've seen my mother do. Yeah.
Go ahead and make a survival check for me as well.
Okie dokie. Nope. 7.
That's a 7. Towards the middle of the day, as you were traveling, the Whitespine, you're attempting to feed it, but it nips your hand. Gets a little bit of that taste of blood. You can see it kind of looking at the party, Bryn nearby with thirsty, hungry eyes. What do you do?
I'm going to say, Bryn, back away slowly. And I'm going to hold my hand out to the Whitespine.
The bloody hand
Yes.
or the not bloody hand?
The bloody hand.
Eat this, boy.
I'm going to hold the bloody hand out and kind of like try and guide her away from everybody else. Just kind of provide some space.
Aww. Okay. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
While she's doing that, do I hear the commotion?
Yeah, I would say so.
15.
Okay. I'm gonna take a vigilant stance and get my axe out.
I've got this.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see Nakal, weapons ready.
Shield, axe.
Bryn is just reaching into his pouch, like pulling out some of his surgical supplies, like already preparing gauze. It's like nonchalantly, it's just like you got hurt again. What? Okay.
Right, so you back away with the Whitespine kind of off towards the cavern. Everybody pulls forward just a little bit away from you. The Parshendi listeners kind of looking at it with a mix of awe and confusion at the same time. Like, this is awesome, but not necessarily in the way that you want it to be awesome to them. And the Whitespine does follow you over to the side of the cavern and kind of begins to nuzzle into your hand with a look of confusion.
Oh, they're so good, little Cloudpuff. It's okay. You're doing so good. Here, would you like a snack? More snack? Here you go. There you go.
You kind of
Batarab is just staring at this.
The medical supplies go away, and out comes the logbook and switching open and paper, just like, interesting. Food is a useful tool to get creatures to do what you want.
They're so misunderstood.
Are they?
They are.
Tevlin notices this and is entranced and thinks that Grove is the coolest that she's ever been. How did you do that?
Well, lots of patience and gentleness and lots of meat.
I have a question. What are the listeners' reaction to all of this?
Oh, they're confused a bit.
Okay, Batarab feels validated for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Connie certainly has the most, like, she's the least disturbed by it. The others are more, they're used to just kind of being around the home village, farming, things like that. She's got a little bit more experience, and so she's not quite as disturbed, but it's certainly still very strange to see this violent crustacean-like creature nuzzling up to Grove after almost eating Bryn. And then Grove's just like, everything's okay. We're happy.
Everything is okay. See it?
All right. As you're journeying onward, is anybody thinking through anything, talking through anything? Nakal, what are you up to during this journey?
Nakal is just paying very close attention to the Whitespine while also taking in the environment around him.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
I'm going to perceive so many things. If my phone doesn't die first.
Gotta love perception checks where a natural 20 and a natural 1, depending on the circumstances, the result might be you see nothing.
18.
Yeah, with an 18. Nakal, I'm going to say that towards evening, you notice in the vicinity what you recognize as the remnants of some campfires that have been covered over and attempted to be obscured. Not as though that somebody was there within the last few hours, but certainly somebody used this location within the last few days to 2 days.
Okay, so Nakal is going to inform the party that this may or may not be a good spot to camp. It has been previously camped in. It looks like it's been, a few days, maybe a week. It's hard to say for sure, but there have been others passing through this area.
Okay. And so it looks like it's been several. Did you say it's been like that night or before, CJ, or that it's been that long?
2 to 3 days. So not like
Okay.
not as though someone was there the night before. It's not that fresh. but there's evidence that Nakal would, from his experience soldiering and traveling back and forth on patrols and things, would recognize as less than a week old, less than 5 days old, probably.
Okay. Batarab would offer to go check it out a little more with him, to like search that area to see what's there, and you know, like, are there any leftover supplies? Because I'm guessing he's kind of seeing it from afar and pointing it out without them really knowing as clearly what's there.
This is more localized. So this is like scuff marks, places where there's some ash and things.
Okay.
It's not. They did a good job of. It looks as though it's been, Nakal, you would say, covered over by someone attempting to cover their tracks, as it were.
Yeah.
You're seeing just the remnants of someone having camped in the vicinity. So there's nothing that's left behind besides the things that they weren't able to cover up.
Are there any signs whether or not they're humans or listeners who camped?
Do you want to make a survival or investigation check?
Well, I wouldn't know the difference.
Okay.
Like, I wouldn't be able to look for signs of listeners, so I would probably enlist Connie to help me.
Okay. Would you like to?
I would. Hey, Connie.
Yes.
Can you tell if there's any sign of listeners who have camped here?
Cool. I'll take a look around. She makes an investigation check.
And I can look for people signs. Well, go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, you can look for investigation check. That's fine.
Where's investigation?
Is it not called investigation?
You always do this?
I do always do this. It's not deduction. It's called deduction.
Okay, 13.
Oh, goodness. You said
13.
13. So between the two of you with 13, you do not find anything that would indicate that it was of listener origin. She kind of explains they use particular methods for lighting fires and things at night if they have to. And she also indicates that not many would have come this far west, other than perhaps, some that were carried there by the organization, and then they wouldn't have left any tracks or trace. So no indication that this was listener made, and no unique. Nakal recognizes together. You can recognize some of this as having the types of charcoals or the types of lighting and fire making that's used by the Alethi army, but nothing more specific than that. And that's a fairly consistent system that's used on Roshar.
CJ, where on the map would that be that we're kind of looking? Is it someplace that's already open to us, or is it like, should we have moved down a little bit to see that place?
Yeah, we'll put you, say right over here.
Okay.
As you're making your way, you're not down in a chasm necessarily, right? We're still approaching the Shattered Plains at this point, but it's in the Unclaimed Hills, kind of leading towards it.
It says I'm stuck in a wall. Just so
Probably.
you know.
Probably.
So I can't move. I can't move at all anymore.
So,
can you move me?
Do you think Nakal would feel this is a safe place to set up camp? Because I kind of want to offer to the group that we might be able to defend this location better because it has been used as a camp before.
I think that's a judgment call. If you want to try to do perhaps an insight or a leadership check on that, I think that's appropriate.
Well, Batarab has some thoughts.
Batarab always has thoughts.
This is true. She's going to verbalize them this time, though.
Oh, nice.
Instead of just glaring. She's wondering.
Resolve his insight check first so that we can finish
21.
His investigation. 21. Nakal would likely infer that if you found a group that was out here, just a day's march away back near the cave, back where you had found Grove's lovely breakfast, where the bandits were there running from bounty hunters that were part of the Alethi army previously, Nakal would have some concerns that this might be part of that same group that's moving similarly outside in the Unclaimed Hills, trying to avoid Alethi patrols and things.
Okay.
And those were exactly Batarab's concerns.
So he would not recommend this as a campground, knowing, putting all that together, he would inform the party that with the other interactions we've had recently, and being as close as we are to are we calling it a cave? The Fabrial Cave? I don't remember what we decided to call it.
I think we're calling it a Fabrial Cave at this point.
Fabrial Cave. That we should probably find something a little bit more concealed, because it seems that this is a not heavily traveled path, but one that is utilized by the group that's been in the cave.
And just for clarity there, the group in the cave, as you understand it, is different than the people that you ran into outside of or near the cave. They're far enough apart.
The number of people traveling in this location means that even though people have camped here before, we should look for something more secluded to increase our chances of being safe.
Yep. Batarab, did you have any more thoughts you wanted to add?
She completely agrees, because she says with people moving around this area, there's no reason why, if they've had a successful camping night there, they wouldn't come back to use it again. If people are moving back and forth. And who knows what weapons they'd have.
Yeah. Connie's kind of watching this go by. This makes sense to me. I certainly don't want to be captured again. Would it make sense to find somewhere to observe them? Perhaps to watch to see if they returned?
It would be a good tactic if we could find a place close enough that if we did hear or see something, but also be concealed. I don't see anything on the map specifically that fits that, but...
Go ahead and make, anybody who wants to help out with that, make a survival check for me.
Okay, I'll try that.
10.
Hey.
Can Tevlin turn to Connie and ask, how long were you away from home?
Oh, just 9.
It's hard to say. I could not keep track of time. I think at least 10 high storms, but for some of the time we were so secluded that we couldn't even tell when a high storm passed. I have missed entering them.
Entering the high storm?
Oh, yes.
You walk in the high storm?
Well, of course.
We don't do that.
We don't do that.
They do. It is quite a magnificent sight I have witnessed in their people.
Why?
Can I open a journal page to where I've drawn pictures of them changing forms and stuff that I've taken notes of in the past?
I love that. Absolutely.
I'm going to get a little closer.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, you're there.
We've talked about before, I believe, but they travel from east to west across Roshar periodically. Someone going out into them, unusual to say the least. But to Connie and to her people, just a part of life. And Bryn, as you show the sketches, she looks interestedly. Yes, you have much talent.
I like to remember everything that I encounter, and your people have been fascinating, and just allowing me to stay with you previously, it was an honor.
So you go into the high storm.
Yes.
And you change Your body changes?
Yes.
Is that how you became more intelligent?
I'm not sure I follow.
Well, you're not like the Parshmen.
Yes. They were a surprise to us when we met your people. It is as if they have no form. We don't know what happened to them.
What is a form? I mean, they have a form. They're born, they live, and they die.
Form is the closest word in your language. For us, it means we bond with part of Roshar, a spren, and depending on the spren in the high storm, it changes us. It can make us stronger, make us more creative. Some of the stories even say it can, it connects with things that we left long ago. But it changes us. It changes our minds. We're still us, but the closest for you might be something similar to when you're very hungry, you think and feel a bit different, or when you've just woken up, you think and feel a little bit different. It's a little like that. It changes kind of the center, the default for us.
So what would you call the form you have now?
This is one of our simpler forms. It is, we call it nimble form.
Oh. So you're
Nakal is... Oh, go ahead.
You're good at sneaking around, walking, dancing.
We think of it more in terms of it's the closest we can come to creating art. It gets us closest to that creative mindset. Those of us who are in war form, the ones that you fight out on the plains, they can't do anything. They struggle to think creatively. This form allows me a little bit more of that creativity and yes, dancing. I will show you one of our dances later if you would like.
Oh, that would make me so happy.
That would be fantastic.
Of course. Will you show me one of yours?
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Unkalaki have their own dances.
Batarab and Nakal are not going to be happy about us playing music and dancing at night. But
How is that going to allow us to spy on someone?
It might draw their attention so we can fight them.
We should go ahead and find somewhere to be before it gets dark, that we can have our dance party.
How about we focus on dinner?
So going back a little bit, I was going to ask Connie if the forms are the reason that the Alethi were holding them in that cave.
Oh, yes.
It seems the closest thing to what they wanted. I mean, they seem to think that by torturing us, by putting us in danger, that would cause some kind of transformation, but she gestures towards Bryn. As you know, it has nothing to do with that. I don't know. They certainly didn't want any of the forms that we knew about, and what they talked about sounded more like the forbidden forms from our songs, the ones that we left behind long ago.
Can you sing us one of these songs?
Can we sing this song at dinner after we finish setting up a camp?
I think that's an excellent idea, Nakal.
Nakal asks politely, but obviously perturbed with Tevlin at this point.
I suppose it can wait.
Yes, it can. Thank you.
So can Bryn start looking around for like life spren or anything like that that might give off the idea of something that might be either edible vines or plants or maybe even kremlings that may have been drawn to something that we can then...
Yeah, I like that. Go ahead and make a survival check for me.
All right.
Everybody's surviving today.
Not me.
Not bad.
My rope.
That's a 17.
Yeah, with a 17, you're able to find some edible plants as well as some buds that have the water inside of them. So you're able to kind of create some a small little meal for each of you as well as some water. Nakal, did you want to look for something a little bit more meaty?
Did someone see my roll? I can't.
An 8.
You got an 8.
Okay. So that would have been.
No, 8 total.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, its skill
4
test
plus
says
4.
8.
That
was
and
it was
I
a
have
4 on the die.
+4, and I have not managed to get above a 6 on any of my rolls so far.
I do have food rations, but I only have 5 of them, so that won't be enough for everybody. So I probably need to do some hunting.
Oh, food. I have some
Does
food.
your light eyes get one?
Are we looking for food?
Yes. Yes, Tevlin, I think they were.
Yes, Tevlin. We are planning dinner. I still think we need to find a place to camp first.
I as you're coming back to camp, Bryn's just coming back with like a whole plant full of like vines and like rock things full of water. It's like,
Water.
it's like you said we need supplies.
Thank you for being so proactive, Bryn.
Thank you for being so proactive, Bryn.
he just looks between the two of them like not comprehending why there's why she's retreating. He just thanks both of them like thank you.
Thank you.
Connie comes over, whispers to you, are they usually this thankful?
Very thankful. But really, I think it's because Batarab likes Bryn. And Nakal
doesn't know him enough.
Well, of course she does. Bryn is a healer.
Yes, that's it.
Yep, 100%.
That's it. Connie understands the important things in life.
Correct.
Skilled medicine is important for survival out here.
That is what should be important, and it certainly doesn't hurt.
No, it does the opposite of hurt.
Yes.
It heals.
When someone is hurt, it heals.
That's true. I like you, Connie.
Sorry. Just derailed ourselves completely. I'm so...
It seems as though Bryn has found some vegetable food, some plant food. Should we pursue some game, some food to eat?
Yes.
Perhaps your friend would like to contribute?
You know, I'm not quite sure. We need to move slowly and cautiously with this.
We could always eat. We could always eat your friend.
No.
Nakal.
No. We can always eat you.
He's technically correct.
She's technically correct. You could always eat me.
I hope that Bryn actually says, "Oh, well, she's technically like."
No, that was in character.
That was him.
In character. I was like, Nakal is technically correct. Like, you could eat the Whitespine. That is a valid option.
It's not a valid option,
It's
Bryn.
not a valid option to call.
Why not?
She has a name.
You named her?
Does?
When did you name this fiend?
Bryn gets dark for a second and goes, and so do these folks here, but your people have killed them by the hundreds.
Batarab is suddenly very uncomfortable.
No, wasn't me.
Not my people. Their people.
But
Party
just,
infighting.
So that is just pointing out an injustice, but you shouldn't use injustice to justify more injustice.
I can't come up with an argument for that one. Nakal's just gonna get his axe and go looking for something to kill.
Yeah, I do think I need to sit out on the hunt tonight. So Nakal, good luck. I need to stay with my friend. Make sure that she's safe.
That she's safe. Let's make sure the Whitespine is safe.
Nakal, why don't you look for some food and we will set up the camp and perhaps learn a bit about the Parshindi
Oh, I got tears
culture.
coming down my face. Oh.
Why should it looks as though we have enough tonight? Why should Nakal go off on his own when we have enough to find a camp, get settled, and find a place that's safe so we can spy? That to me is the priority right now.
If you say so.
As
Thank you,
brightness
Tevlin.
commands, I shall obey.
Okay, so as you are kind of settling into this area, looking for somewhere to watch for anyone approaching, as well as to find a more secluded area, you do notice that you can get up onto this overhang kind of above this area right here. Bloop. You probably won't be able to move yourselves because it's going to say you're in a wall. That's okay. And there is a cave that is dug into the wall that has been worn in over time into that area.
So you're saying it's a natural cave?
Yes.
Tevin looks for any signs of habitation just in case.
She does not see any at this point. Make a perception check.
There's no door hinges.
Perception. Yikes. Natural one. Really excited about those dances.
There wasn't something in the cave, but now.
But now.
You, Tevlin, you're a little bit too focused on thinking through about this sapphire still. It's come back into your mind. Just every now and then you seem, during the journey, you were able to let it go for a little bit, but now it has returned back to the forefront, and you're kind of pushing deeper back into this cave, and kind of stomp your foot in frustration, and the ground cracks underneath your foot, and you find yourself falling down into down below into this underground area within the rock.
Are we positioned how we are when that happens?
No, I mean roughly. I mean, Batarab, I'd say you're, something more like that.
Because I was like, she's gonna lunge, but
Yeah.
she will still lunge towards her and be throwing at her
this
hand.
Stage, Tevlin had kind of wandered back by herself and is far enough back that you heard a little bit of a sound, but you're not even entirely sure what has happened. Tevlin, what are you doing as you?
Am I hurt in any way? Or just falling down?
It is felt to you to be about a 10-foot drop. You'll take... Ooh. As you're falling, your back is scraping against this wall. It seems to have been kind of a tunnel that was dug out, and you take 6 damage as you land.
Ouch.
This rock just jamming into the back of your neck. Hurts quite a lot.
Did you hear that? Did we hear that? Can we hear that? Did we hear?
Can I do a perception? Can I do the same?
Sure. Yeah.
21.
Oh.
Okay, Bryn, with your 8, you notice that Tevlin is not standing nearby, but that's as far as you get. Batarab and Grove with 20.
I can't.
20. You're good.
I can't see my dice anymore.
You got a dirty 20.
I did?
Yeah,
Yes.
you got a dirty 20.
Sweet.
Yeah. So Batarab and Nakal and Grove with 18, 20, and 21. You are able to notice that Tevlin is not around anymore, and then hear the from kind of further back in the cave, and put 2 and 2 together and get 4 as opposed to 5, and so you would deduce that Tevlin has fallen down somewhere further back in the cave.
Nakal's gonna look at Batarab and just say, "Your troubled cousin has found more trouble."
Oh, Batarab is already moving. So she's seeing his back. Because Batarab feels very responsible for... So she's going to be rushing. Yeah, she's going to rush over there.
Bryn points out to Grove as she gets up to run away. It's like, Whitespine?
Yeah, no, CJ's about to give me control of it. Yeah, I was aware.
It's like, all right. In that case, Bryn will get up and just walk, following. Like, what's the commotion?
As you run back there, the Whitespine kind of begins to get a little bit excited and dives down through the hole. And Tevlin, you feel it's pretty dark in there at the moment, unless you have any spheres out. You're in a cave, right? So it is pitch black in there. You find yourself then with Grove's Whitespine. You can tell by the spiny nature of the creature. You presume it's Grove's Whitespine, kind of making these excited noises as it rubs up against you and is sniffing the air around it.
So is she still up, or did she go down?
She jumped down.
Oh, she jumped down. Cloud!
So, CJ, can I have Bryn approach the edge and discover a vine that seems to be going down the edge of, if you catch my drift,
I do.
Path, and then just sort of start climbing on what looks to be a vine path with little pink crystals.
Yeah, make a progression. Yeah, is that the?
No, I don't have it yet. I'm
not
doing it.
That's right.
My little friend is making a little bit of help.
I just realized by the end of this, CJ might be playing 6 characters.
That's assuming even just 1 spren per person, plus a white spot.
Oh no! Don't say that.
I'm gonna look for a way to get down. Also, Batarab, you have light, right?
I have
Yes.
light.
Oh, she has the.
Oh, has spheres. That's a thing here.
Yeah. So she would pull some spheres out and toss them down real quick, and she's also going about the Whitespine.
Grove, please tell me this is Cloud.
It's Cloud. Here, I'm gonna toss a sphere down.
Just all pelting Tevlin with.
That was just pelted. Tevlin takes another hit point.
If I wanted to jump down in the hole with them, is there enough room for that many people in the hole?
As you look down,
did I climb down, by the way, or was that we're gonna?
Do you have
spells
that allow you to do that? That felt like a lift thing, not
fully physical.
Thing. Okay,
they are fully physical in the realm.
Cool. Then yeah, I like that idea. That'll work for me. So, Bryn, as you're climbing down, you see Nakal just jump past.
Just right past.
Nakal, make an athletics check to see how well that goes for you.
Okay. So
just don't land on Tevlin.
I know, that's why I
Yeah,
asked how much room there was down there.
I'm not actually sure which is better, landing on Cloud or landing on Tevlin. You said Cloud.
Oh no.
Cloudpuff. But
Her name is Cloudpuff.
yes.
Okay.
I wanted something
Oh
that's
Lord.
I got a
gives
9
us
in those type
fluffiness.
books.
Dental.
You know, Cloud Puffs are thunderclouds also. Like,
What do you mean? No, like puffy clouds. Puffy clouds.
but they...
You don't speak
Are you
Unkalaki,
talking
TJ.
cumulus,
Yeah,
nimbus?
yeah. There's a whole poem to this name.
Your airsick lowlander brain cannot comprehend the true meaning of puff.
Because that's what Unkalaki names are. They are poems.
This is true.
So Bryn's climbing down into the hole. This 200-stone man with a sword and an axe fall past him rapidly, and I rolled a 9.
I noticed that.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna roll a plot die. That's a complication.
Oh no.
So, as you are landing, Tevlin, you kind of look up, and you kind of like jump out of the way, and so then the shield that Nakal has out ready for combat hits you instead of the axe, and you'll take an additional 5 damage.
Oh
Can
no.
Yikes.
let's see. What
We
is
don't have a lot.
Sorry, Kate.
Oh, I'm just trying to remember what I always forget what determine does.
If they,
The
they
effect.
fail, they can add an opportunity.
Okay, can I use my rousing presence in this moment to kind of encourage Tevlin
She could
to
use
be
some.
determined?
Sure.
Like, don't give up, Tevlin! We'll get you out of here!
She says this as Tevlin lays unconscious because of my shield.
Nearly.
Yeah, I'm also trying to get myself down there.
Uh-huh.
Because there's a lot going on. And I don't really
Is
want...
there,
What
is there a lot
I don't
going
want
on
to
right
call
now?
around Cloud.
Room is down there. And also,
has
what are the listeners doing?
They're probably just watching in awe, trying to figure out what these Alethi psychopaths are doing.
Oh, okay. So Batarab, after she does her rousing presence, she's probably going to turn around and be like, Connie, can you do one of those big jump scenes? Because she's been out like for military purposes as a scribe, so she would have seen the jumps.
I'm perhaps, but why? Why are we all jumping down into a hole?
My cousin has fallen down, and now there are 2 people, a shield, and a Whitespine on top of her.
But
I don't know if she's gonna survive. What am I gonna tell my mother?
wouldn't we be able to get them up easier from up here?
I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble. I told her we shouldn't come, and look at what's happened.
Wait, your people know of rope, yes?
I don't have rope. I don't.
Nakal has the rope, and he's down there. And she's crying into her safe hand.
It's interesting.
It's
and I begin to understand why we've been at war with your people for so long without you succeeding.
This normally wouldn't happen. I don't know. Normally we don't have Whitespine with us. That is that one. That is that one.
Tevlin, coming back to you. You've fallen down. You've hit. A Whitespine has scraped you. A shield has bashed you. You've hit your head on the wall. Make a perception check for me.
Perception?
I would love a perception check.
Well, you have determination.
I do have determination. 13 plus
I hope it helps.
Plus 3 is 16.
16. All right, with a 16, as you look around, you have seen that some of the spheres have rolled across the room, and you notice that there's remains of meals, certain cremlings, smaller crustaceans, things smaller than whitespines, that the carcasses of them, the exoskeleton, the remains from having been consumed. And as you look around, you notice there's this orangish blood, and there are two smaller white spines that are dead on the floor there, and that there is a larger white spine in front of them that is also dead. And you can see Cloudpuff.
TJ couldn't do it with a straight face. Roll it back, do it again.
Slowly to these corpses and kind of nuzzling at them.
Tevlin is groans and kind of rolls onto her stomach, grabs one of the spheres that, within reach to hold up to kind of maybe see a little bit better, and grunting kind of gets up to her knees to try and see if I can see anything a little bit further in.
Yeah, it appears that this cave leads to a tunnel that goes further into the rock, and that's about as far as you can tell right now. It is. You can see some dried blood as well as some old scratches from travel through the stone. So it appears as though the white spines would have come in and out from the tunnel in front of you in the past.
Tevlin gets to her feet and calls out, I'm all right. I'm hurt, but I'm okay. And then she looks at Nakal to see if he's okay.
Oh yeah, he landed great. He just you
Okay.
broke his fall beautifully.
Oh, great.
As Bryn gets to the ground there, climbing down on the vine, he looks around, smiles actually a little bit, and goes, "Interesting experiences you are collecting. Do you need assistance again?" As he starts like fishing out the gauze and the medical tape. You look a little
To Tevlin.
to Tevlin, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Maybe we should find somewhere. Maybe in a moment.
He looks down to the tunnel and it's like, "Scholar, miss, I know you are very determined to add to your experiences, but please do not add death to an experience yet. Allow me to assist first before you wander farther."
Guardsman Nakal, would you mind searching further down this corridor to see where it leads?
As your brightness commands. So
My
I'm going to
God.
reach in my pocket and pull out a sphere because I have 8. I'm sort of rich for a dark eyes, but I'm going to wander a little. Is it a two-way cavern, or are we kind of at the end of it and going towards an opening?
You are. It is a single tunnel, and it at minimum it terminates there. Based upon what you're seeing, the scratches on the floor and things, and the scratches along the walls from the spines of the white spines, you would presume that there is an exit further in front of you, but you would need to explore further to be sure to be certain.
Okay, so I'm gonna step further forward, putting myself between that tunnel and the people behind me. Obviously, have my shield and my axe. I'll probably go about 20 feet away from the party.
Okay. Yeah, as you go along, it begins to wind along. You can, as you kind of smell the air, you can smell and detect that there's a little bit of freshness in front of it. It seems to be getting fresher, more open as you're going along, as if there's more air flowing towards you. but you're not entirely sure how much further it would be.
Okay.
Make a perception check for me.
Perception. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
It's not a bad number. Not a great number.
Better than that.
Meh.
Yep. On a 10, you do not notice as this this kind of flying Kremling-like thing launches out at you on the back of your head and just scrapes along the back of your neck. What do you do?
I'm going to use a reaction to turn my back against the wall, the nearest wall. And is it a large Kremling or is it a smaller flying one?
It's a small one. It's about fist-sized.
Okay. So I'm going to turn my back to the wall, and then I'm just going to smash my head backwards to try and kill whatever's behind me.
Love that. Make an athletics check for me.
Didn't do so good on that earlier. I don't know if I want to do it again. So D20 plus 5. I just need to put my character sheet in the thing. Oh, hey!
Yeah, look at that. And the fancy animations.
I got a 25. And bashing this thing in with the back of my head.
Despite being surprised, you are able to turn around, smash it, and you hit the angle in such a way there's like this big spike that's jutting out from it, pierces that Kremling, and so as you turn around, you can see. And as that is screaming, this cloud of them comes out. And you're ready for it, and so you're just able to slice through the air. Not quite the same as shooting fish in a barrel, but pretty close. They're fleeing away from you, and you're able to collect quite a few for a tasty meal later that night.
Nice.
Well done.
Dinner is served, boys and girls.
Meat's back on the menu. Not in the way that Bryn meant earlier, or Nakal meant.
Right.
And you do, as you go along, you see that there is some light coming in distantly where it does exit out further along into the unclaimed hills. And you're not entirely sure where it'll come out. I mean, you could go further out if you would like, but it will kind of shortcut you through this canyon-y type area that you're in.
Okay. So instead of going all the way out, I'm going to return to the party, and I'm going to let them know that this is a cavern, and it looks like it does lead somewhere outside of the unclaimed hills. And I'm not going to share my... No, I am going to share my misadventure with dinner. There is a collection of edibles now on the floor. Did Grove make it down into the hole, or is she still up top?
She made it down. Yeah, she's
okay.
She's Grove. We'll parenthetical that. So you're doing your adventure. We revert back. Grove, how do you get down? What's your plan?
I'm going to look for a way to kind of climb down.
Okay. Does Poe stick around for that? Is she able to interact in that way?
You know what? You're an Unkalaki. I'd say that's something Poe would be okay with.
So you do see this kind of like a bit of a strange, you notice out of place vine that's growing along the wall there, and it has that feeling of the little gods back home that your family had taught you to revere. Would you like to try to climb down that way?
I'll probably like whisper like, "Hey, can you help me down?"
Oh yeah, we can go down.
Oh, thank you. And I'm gonna gently grab on and go down.
It's fair. That was the plan. That is what you did.
That was the plan, and it was successful.
As one of my favorite dungeon masters says, "You do that."
Does Bryn notice she used Poe to come down?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Noting that in the back of my head for later.
And Connie just kind of watches. Interesting. Because she sees it's something a little bit out of place there as well.
I'm just the weird one who talks to plants and Whitespines.
As you come down, you see the scene as I described it before. You've got Nakal, who is not there anymore. You see Tevlin kind of recovering herself, Bryn tending to Tevlin, and
Tevlin is taken off most of her shirt so that Bryn can get to her back.
Sure.
And Batarab has no idea.
Yeah, Batarab's up there crying by herself.
No, she has the listeners up there with her.
So if I'm noticing
Well, they're keeping their distance. Sorry.
And Tevlin, I am going to first check in with Tevlin. Are you all right?
I scraped myself on the way down, and Nakal landed less than gracefully, but I think I'm okay now.
Okay. If you're all right, I'm going to go over here.
I like to think of you as the hyperfixation duo. You've got Sapphire, Tevlin, and Whitespine Grow.
So I'm going to slowly approach, try and angle so that Cloud can see me.
Yeah. Make a stealth check for me.
Okay. I'm not really trying to sneak up, but I'm trying to be.
I understand. You don't want to surprise her, but you want to be approaching.
I need a different dice. What was it?
Stealth.
10.
With a 10, she's distracted, so you're able to come around her and approach. We'll put Nakal over here somewhere. And kind of towards that tunnel that Nakal walked down, and you can see her nuzzling up against this one of the larger Whitespine corpse that's there.
I'm going to be so sad. I think this is your family.
Make a survival check.
22.
It is consistent with what your mother taught you, that this is the kind of behavior you would expect from a wild animal like the Whitespine returning to their den.
I'm just going, oh my gosh, I have real tears in my eyes.
Oh no!
That's the emotional gameplay I'm here for.
I'm just going to sit around next to her. I'm not going to touch her. I'm just going to kneel next to her and be sad with her and maybe whisper
there's a song that your mother taught you that rises to your mind that is sung by the Unkalaki for the Lost.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
You whisper that song?
I do.
As you are whispering it to her, you can hear as the rhythm of your voice kind of pushes into the cave. Cloud turns away from this corpse and begins to nuzzle into you.
I nuzzle back.
Grove, are you okay?
This was her family.
Tevlin kind of gasps and covers her mouth.
And I put your arm back down over your mouth, off your mouth, not yet, not move, do not move that yet. Just keep bandaging. I'm so don't move.
If Tevlin's hand got injured and bandaged, would that satisfy Batarab's glove need? Would that be a good compromise?
The wounded hand
that
is
would
gloved.
Definitely help her dry her eyes.
No, she's covering herself with her with her safe hand while her back is being patched up.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tevlin basically put on a glove to help motivate Batarab to keep going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Batarab, are you still at the top of the cave.
Yeah, she had no way to safely get down, and she doesn't know like what's going down as far as I understand it. I don't know like that anyone's called up to her, so she's still kind of crying and trying to look down, but is afraid she's going to fall too.
Do you call down to them?
Yeah, I definitely like she'd be like, "What's happening? Someone tell me what's happening. Are you all dead?"
You're just stranded out there with 5 listeners or 7 listeners.
Your family member is hurt, but under good care.
How hurt?
Enough that we needed to treat her bareback and remove several pieces of clothing to get at some deeper wounds. Like, very clinical.
What about her hand?
Not this time?
Not this
Okay.
time.
As that conversation... Oh, go ahead, Chris.
I was gonna say, this time Bryn actually turns to Tevlin and goes, Is the hand thing really that important to your people, or is it just her? It's not a judgment thing. I need to make that clear. Sometimes people misinterpret what I mean. I just want to know from my personal knowledge.
It is important for some,
but not you.
Well, I've traveled a bit, and I don't see much point in it myself.
Good experiences traveling.
Agreed.
As this conversation is concluding, Nakal, you walk back up the tunnel, arms perhaps carrying on the shield, just a platter of these kind of bat-like kremlings, flying creatures that you have obtained. One of them drops onto the floor, and Cloud kind of skitters over.
I just look at him and I just keep walking.
It's okay. Got you.
But while she says that, you hear another one fall on the floor behind me.
That's right. That's all yours. Yeah.
Trying to think of the sounds that a crustacean-like creature.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
At this point, Tevlin, you would be well enough to kind of rejoin the conversation. Batarab, you would see that they've kind of all regrouped back together. Nakal, you've relayed what you found further along the tunnel. And if you'd like to make some kind of checks, attempts to get back up, and then to kind of plan together, I'm open to that, or whatever you'd like to do.
I'm going to suggest we use this as a campground for tonight. It's isolated. It's hard to get to. We'll have to move out some dead bodies, much to the chagrin of other members of our party.
Wait, what?
We'll have to move the bodies.
What?
We won't eat them. We will find them a safe place outside.
Do you want?
How fresh are they? They could be useful.
What?
Bryn.
What?
Not now. I'll explain later.
Okay.
Anyway, I think we should set up camp inside here and prepare ourselves for the night.
I'm going to look at Cloud and see if I can detect how she feels about sleeping with her dead family.
I said we could move the bodies outside.
I don't want to present to the table what my wife has just said to me. You want to look at the animal and try to determine how the animal feels about sleeping with its dead family?
That is what I said.
Okay. Make a survival check for me.
Okay. I know nothing. 9.
You are very convinced that the idea of Cloud sleeping with her dead family would drive her crazy.
Okay.
You believe that thoroughly.
All right. Well, Cloud and I may go back up the hall and sleep at the entrance.
How are you planning to get Cloud up the hole?
Cloud climbs. Right?
Does Cloud?
I would love to see that miniature T-Rex climb up a wall. Like,
Doesn't
honestly.
I mean, like a crab can climb up walls. Crabs absolutely climb up walls.
Why don't we move further down towards the exit and camp there?
That's probably fine.
Probably fine.
Maybe I don't understand Whitespines. This is Emily talking. I imagine them being able to climb rocks pretty easily.
So it is this guy.
Oh, really?
That was...
Oh, it's this guy. Oh, really? Oh, sorry. Oh, that was great.
That was great. That was good. It was like a paid actor moment.
Oh.
I mean, they've got some claws. They've got some tusks.
Tusks. Yeah.
The system doesn't really have climb speed. It's got 60 feet of movement, but it's a smaller one. I don't know. I'd have to do some pondering on that. I've never pondered whether a Whitespine could climb up a wall before. It's never been a question
I think
to ask.
By their claws, it looks kind of like it could, especially if they're strong, so they can like dig in.
They're basically
Kinda make their own
velociraptors with shells and extra claws.
And extra claws. All right.
One set of claws isn't enough.
So you shout out to kind of the others and Batarab to come down. You found a place to rest for the night. As you come, they all come down safely with some assistance from a rope that you're able to get up there, perhaps by Cloud carrying it back and forth. I don't know. We'll see. And as you make your way towards a little bit further down the tunnel away from the Whitespine family, you are able to get set up, rest, begin to have your meal together. And as you do so, I need you to make perception checks for me.
$13.
I got a 13 plus 16 total.
Oh,
Ooh, good
I
roll.
got a 21.
Okay.
19.
Batarab and Bryn, the two of you, as you're taking your first bite of your meal, as you can see the light dimming from the far, there's no longer any light at all coming from the far entrance. You hear back from the direction you came, at some distance, you can hear this kind of raucous laughing and chortling, a little bit of followed by a scream. And that's where we'll leave the Loose Canons for tonight. Screams and laughter behind them, darkness before them. We'll find out what happens with them next time on the Shard of Opportunities Loose Canons.
A 200 stone man just lands on her. Boom.